So how do you create the best you? How do you make this year your best year ever? How do you create the best version of you? Because get this once and for all, if you do not create a stronger version of yourself, you're not gonna make this next year better. You're not gonna make your life better just because you wish for it or because you think about it. It's not gonna happen. You have to become better. Do you understand? You have to become better on different levels. Let's talk about this. I'm gonna give you the footsteps, the guide on how to become the strongest version of yourself this year. Okay, let's get to it. Sounds interesting. Let's get to it. So, I used to be a scared kid, skinny, scared, no confidence. As a teenager, had no confidence whatsoever. I used to get my ass beat up in the streets in Morocco. I used to have, I used to be shy. I couldn't speak in front of people. I had a weird skin condition that was caused due to my psychological weakness. If I got stressed or if I had to speak in front of somebody that has authority or a few people, I used to get a sense of a feeling of burning in my skin. My skin used to burn, and I used to feel like imagine like 1,000 needles thrown at you at the same time. I used to feel that feeling of like needles hitting my skin, and it was so uncomfortable. And I couldn't explain, and nobody could explain why that happened to me, but it was psychological. Doctors told me that's purely psychological, okay? That's how fucked up my mindset was, my personality was when I was young, when I was like, I don't know, maybe 17. I remember I had this skin condition up until the last year of high school. I mean, I still had it in the last year of high school, which means I was maybe 17, probably close to 18, you know? As a young man. So I used to be like that. I used to get beat up in the street. I couldn't defend myself, and I decided to change that. Because I just wanted to become stronger. Luckily, I had a father he was masculine, and he took me to a karate gym when I was very young, when I was 12 years old. And he put that seed in my mind that I could learn how to become stronger. So I just indulge in martial arts. I indulge in I remember in karate. I was in karate for a few years. Then I did kickboxing. Then I specialized in Muay Thai. When I was 19, I specialized in Muay Thai. I started fighting as a professional in Muay Thai, professional fighter in Muay Thai. Then I went to kickboxing and I became very good at it. Then I ended up in learning boxing. I've been doing like martial arts for more than 20 years. So from being a scared, skinny kid that had zero confidence, I was not the popular guy in the school, or I was not, the guy that had, I don't know, the best charisma. I was just a random young man, like a nobody, you know what I mean? And so I changed that. The thing is, I decided to change that. I was sick of it, and I changed it. How did I do that? I went to martial arts, and I learned. I learned how to become stronger. I learned to face my fears, and I learned to beat other opponents, to face other people that are stronger than me and beat the shit out of them. I got my ass whooped in the journey, obviously, but I ended up being, fairly strong man due to my training in martial arts. Martial arts training gives you a different mindset, different perspective. It's not only martial arts, it's not only the technique. You have to face your demons. You have to face your fears in order to be good at it, in order to execute the technique, in order to make fights. I mean, from scared, skinny kid to a professional Muay Thai fighter, I mean, that's a long shot. So I'm happy about that. I'm giving you the examples of what's the possibility. Maybe you are in this situation right now. You're skinny. You have no confidence. You have low confidence, and you don't know how to stand for yourself. You don't know how to speak properly. You get scared when you talk to girls. You get scared, shy when you speak in front of people. You can change that. You just need proper guidance. You can change that, and I'm gonna give you the steps in this video on how to start doing that. Okay? Then I went to business, and I had years upon years of, people would call it failure, but I call it experience and knowledge. I started an Amazon business when I was very young, because I decided to be rich. I got injured and I couldn't box anymore. I was 1 year off I couldn't box for 1 year, couldn't even train, couldn't for 1 year. So my career as a fighter was basically stopped. Okay, then life circumstances happened and I had to stop working. I had to support my family in Morocco, so I had literally no time and I had no sponsor to start over again, even though I tried to start over again fighting, but it was very hard. And then my perception about fighting changed after with the years, and I stopped liking the fact of breaking people's faces for money. That was not an idea that sat well with me anymore, because I became more spiritual, more mature, let's say. But before, I was the craziest guy. I didn't give a shit. I was happy with that. I was happy going fighting, breaking somebody's legs, and earn money. It made me feel good. I felt confident, But hey, in life we learn, we evolve, and we learn. So I still do martial arts today. Probably I would be fighting very soon in jiu-jitsu this time. I don't need to break nobody's face. I don't need to harm nobody in order to make money or in order to compete. I can just, beat somebody without really damaging him. So I'm gonna be doing that for sure. So after that, after my career, like my that first phase in sports, I was in, I went to business. I decided I wanted to be rich. I wanted to make money, so I went to business. I opened an Amazon business. After it didn't work, I went to a marketing company, working as a salesperson, became the director manager, and then it all crumbled. And then I became a professional trader. Okay, I became a professional trader. 4 years of dedication until I became actually profitable as a trader. In those 4 years, I opened 2 businesses. Well, I opened a retail shop with a partner that I had, which ended up being a bad idea. COVID hit and we had to close. And then I managed a real estate agency for a while for one guy that was looking for a manager. And I went into that business with him and tried to make it work, but it didn't work, because sometimes when you have 2 people trying to run the same car, it doesn't work. So, and then I started coaching. I'm talking about the 4 years when I was trading. I started coaching martial arts and striking, boxing, Muay Thai, and also fitness, just to make some money in order to continue trading. And I did that for a while. And so then I became profitable as a trader. I got funded by 2 companies, started making money finally. After 4 years, started making money finally. Then I discovered that it was not aligned with my values as a Muslim man, and I decided to stop it. So after all these years, I'm talking about 15 years probably in this business experience and trying to do all these businesses to make money, it ended up with not very good. It ended up with with me being literally, you could say, depressed. You could say in a bad spot, financially, emotionally. My mind was a mess. My physique was horrible. I ended up neglecting my physique because of all the work I had to do, because of the stress. I didn't take care of my body, and I literally ended up becoming skinny fat. After I looked like a model when I was younger in my fighting years. I literally looked like a model, chiseled, fit, 6-pack abs. I ended up being, skinny fat, literally. And even though I was still in the sports, but I was not taking care of myself. I was just coaching people and boxing from time to time, doing Muay Thai from time to time, but I was not actually taking care of my body properly. I was not eating healthy. My mindset was not there. So why am I telling you this? Because, maybe you are in this position. Maybe you are dealing with business, maybe you're dealing with life in general, you have stress, and you neglected yourself. You focus on making money, you're focused on building the business, taking care of your children, of your family, and you're neglecting yourself. And I was there. And that's not the way to go about it. You have to take care of yourself first. As I said at the start of this video, if you are going to make life better, you have to become better. You have to become better. I chased money for many years and I ended up in a bad spot. Not worth it. You have to take care of yourself. You have to do things properly. Let's talk about how how do you do things properly. Okay? You need to take care of yourself. You need to work on yourself. It's very simple, but it's hard. Okay? For some of you, it's going to be hard. So remember this, guys. You need to acquire what you admire. You need to acquire what you admire. There is few areas in life that we need to work on. Okay? Your health, your physique, you have to work on that. Okay? You have to work on that 100%. Get to the gym, build a stronger you. The better you, the better physique you develop, the better is your energy, the better is your confidence, the better is your vibrational state. So you're going to start seeing solutions to your problems. Okay? You're going to reach your goal not because you are such a hard worker and so smart. You can be a hard worker and you can be smart and still not reach your goal because your vibration is off. Because you're not taking care of yourself and because you're feeling low, you're feeling stressed most of the time, and that will attract all the negative shit to your life. And you know this. Analyze the past years, analyze, and you will see that you've been attracting only misfortune. And this is because your energy is off. You need to fix your energy. You need to fix your inner self-image. Like the way you see yourself, the way you think about yourself has to improve. Okay? You have to fix your physique. You have to pick up books, self-development books, and start working on your mindset and on your perception and attitude. You need to fix your mind, the way you see things, the way you interact with life, the way you feel. You have to fix that. You know, the biggest thing that I fixed in 2024 was this. I finally discovered how to move on from a stressful mindset, a mind that is full of stress, full of anxiety, fear of the future, anger as well, to a free mindset. So a mindset that is completely free, completely happy, completely balanced, completely at peace. No matter what are the outside circumstances. This is what you need to get to. You have to get to this level in order to make life better. Okay? So we said the physique, the mindset, and these are very correlated. Okay? You have to develop strong habits. You have to develop habits that will ensure success. There is a quote that says, you do not rise up to your expectations, but you fall to the strength of your processes. You have to have process, you have to have habits that make sure you stay up, that make sure that you will stay always positive and always feeling good, feeling positive and optimistic. So you can actually attract good stuff to you. Not only attract, also to see solutions. If your mind is clouded, if your mind is negative, you will not be able to see the solution. You will only see the problems. And that's what you will attract. And on top of that, you're gonna be stressed the whole time. On top of that, that's gonna affect in a negative way your health. So it's very important that we have proper habits. Okay? I recommend training, reading, meditating, praying, reflecting, and adopting a positive mindset. Okay? Which is gonna come from increasing your knowledge about reading. Okay? Then we have spirituality. Okay? Then we have spirituality in your relationships. See, the better you are, the better your relationships would be. Because you're going to value yourself better, you're going to have a better mindset, better habits, you're going to create a better type of relationships. You're going to find that you are attracted to people that are operating in the same way. Healthy people, positive people, good people, people that want to improve. Okay? Spirituality is very important. You have to rely on a strength that is higher than yourself. Some people don't believe in God, and I understand that. I'm a firm believer of the existence of a creator, but we're not to talk about this. You need to connect to your conscience. There is a voice inside your head that speaks to you from time to time when your mind is clear. This is the voice that tells you that this person, don't make business with him. But you, in your infinite freaking wisdom, you know better. And you go and make the business partnership with this person. And then it ends up, after years, ends up the wrong relationship. It ends up in failure because that person was not the correct person to, to deal with. And you heard that, you had that feeling, but you didn't listen because you didn't understand what was that. That was your conscience. That was your conscience talking to you. And that conscious voice will become stronger. Some people call it the sixth sense. But that voice will become stronger when you connect better to the infinite intelligence that orchestrates and creates the world. Okay? You need to rely on that. You need to listen to that voice better. If you're a believer, if you believe in God, you have to make your connection with God stronger. The stronger is your connection with God, the better your life is going to be, because you have a force to rely on when things go wrong. Not only when things go wrong, and every day you're connected to the source. You draw your power from the source. You draw your faith in yourself from the source. You're not afraid of nothing. You're not afraid of anything. You have God on your side. As it should be. We are all spiritual beings. We need to connect to that part that is our spirit and know God and ask God for guidance and strength. You're not going to feel that you're guided. You're not going to have guidance if you do not wake up and go seek it and go try to connect with the Creator. Okay? So guys, acquire what you admire. If you see something that you like, you have to acquire it. For example, you know that you have to be in a better shape. Go and work on that. You know that you need to improve your confidence. Work on that. You know that your mind is troubling you. It's making you feel bad the whole time. That's not natural. That's not normal that you feel bad the whole time or the majority of the time. It's not normal that you have these bad ideas in your head, these imaginary negative scenarios for the future. It's not normal. You think it's normal because it's been happening to you the whole time. You think that's how life is. No. You need to work on that. You need to eliminate that negative voice in your head. You need to become positive. Okay? That's something that you need to acquire. Okay? And generally, if you see something that you like, go work and get it. Because that's going to make you feel better. That's going to improve your self-confidence. Okay? Have goals. Have purpose. Work on purpose. Don't chase money. Work on purpose. Find out what is your purpose on earth. What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? And go become the best at it. And give that to the world. You know? Work on purpose. Don't just chase money. Don't neglect yourself. Don't neglect your mindset, your health, your habit, your connection with God, and your relationships. Okay? I hope, guys, that my story have inspired you to improve. And enjoy your day. Enjoy your time with your family. Happy New Year. And I will see you soon.